Zie, ik is live, ne? Zia, did you end up? What did you end up still doing after I went to the room?
I did more X intercepts, Y intercept, another turning point one, and show that.
And you got it now. Okay, it's not that difficult, man.
Oh, and I did axis of symmetry.
The axis of symmetry with the line in the middle. Okay. What is the practical application of those? Do they tell you?
Of what?
Like what is the practical application of knowing that calculation?
Life.
Yes.
No.
They don't tell you. You should actually ask your teacher when you get a chance. Tell your teacher, listen, you know the how to work out the x intersect or the y intersect. That's what the turning point F. You know how to work out the symmetry point. You know when you're dealing with a parabola. But in a life, where does this fall under? Or maybe it is that when you are, is it what stats? I don't remember.
I don't think that's what stats. Stats is a topic on its own.
Stats is a topic that find n.
Yeah.
Find n and find the median, find the mode,
yeah.
And then it works on there. Stats can get very, very involved. I did stats when I studied HR, and stats, everybody cut in stats. But
they do a lot of that in math lit. Stats.
yeah, same math lit is for the children that are struggling in pure maths. But yeah, find out because I don't know.
I did math lit in grade 12.
And
Because I knew I'm going to fail if I didn't take math lit in grade 12.
okay.
But I was lazy then.
Yeah, and you also didn't have the right motivation, man.
Exactly.
You need to have the right people behind you as well. It's not like in the old days where my parents would never help me with homework, not once. My parents just told me, hey, you need to do good in school, and they didn't even know it's exam time, and I scraped by. For me, scraped by 60%. It is what it is. That is how. But times have changed. Okay, guys. Zeki is hoping that there's still gonna be a love for him to school.
Like come on.
But you must walk, man. See you guys. See you, my son. Enjoy, and go and kill that mathematics paper. Mathematics is our strength. Yeah, we do well in the sciences. You see, it's good as a family. As a family, morning, Michaela. As a family, you need to determine your identity as a family. A family is made up of individuals, right? But as a collective, yeah, is that grade 11, boy? Is that grade 11? Because my son is in grade 11. Morning, everybody. As a family, your kids. Thank you, man. Thanks, I love my kids. The subject I want to talk about this morning, and it's off what's happened this morning, is as a family, you need to have your personality as a family, as a collective, as a group. You need to be of the same mindset. You need to be of the same identity, if I can call it that. Right? What I mean by that is we shouldn't attach traits, family traits, only to negativity. Like I told Isaiah now this morning, and listen, I don't have a problem in understanding concepts. I did mathematics, pure, what you guys call pure maths. I did pure maths till matric, and I'm busy now with my degree. I'm in my second year. And in order to instill a sense of confidence in your children, you need to tell your children who you are as a family. And that will add to your children's identity of who they know they are. Like I'm telling Isaiah, I was good at mathematics. I could still help him, and a lot of parents, and I mean, I don't want to blow my own horn, but a lot of parents are struggling to say, yeah, well, what the fuck happened to the mathematics? And what the fuck happened to this? I am comfortable in climbing into a formula with my son, working out what the formula is. In fact, that is why my question for those of you that was in the live from the beginning, my question to him was, ask your teacher when the calculations regarding the parabola is applied in real life, because ek was nog groot, daar is die questions wat 'n groot man sal vra. Tell me, where do I apply this? Just for interest sake. But it was very easy for me last night. I haven't seen that formula since I was in grade 11. It was very easy for me to work out the x intersection points, y intersection points, the turning points. Thanks for the gifts, my brother. Thanks for the tennis ball. It was very easy for me, and I'm using this as an example, so you guys need to stay with me, eh? It was very easy for me to climb into that formula, understand the formula, and me and him, we knocked this formula down. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is, I looked at him when he was a little bit frustrated yesterday, and I said, son, do you know that mathematics is our thing? Do you know that mathematics is our thing? Hello, Hildy. As a Laguma man, and this is the identity that I'm instilling into my kids. An identity that wasn't necessarily instilled into me. But I had to find out that in order for your family to be strong, in order for your family to all pull in the same direction, in order for your family to have a sense of identity, you need to decide who you are as a family. And not attach negative connotations to your family. Jy weet hoe sê die mense, jou pa se mense is 'n klomp liegbekke. I have cut that off completely. I am the one that has to break the generational curses. And it's a decision that you have to make, because it is easy for you to run with the generational curses and just say, jy sien jou ma se mense, daai mense is 'n klomp waliewekers. Morning, Vivian. Lekker. Right? Morning. So I'm pulling you guys into this thing, the 57 people in this life. It is up to us to break the generational curses that has been in place in our family for the past 5, 6, 7 generations. We say things so willy-nilly about, jy sien, die problem is, die mense in my pa se familie raak mos gou kwaad, man. En ons verloor ons temper. So now, when you're in a situation where the situation requires wisdom and being calm and being collective, you have already told yourself, ek is soos my pa se mense, man. And I'm going to lose my temper now. And I have decided that I am going to be the soldier standing at the door, breaking the generational curses, and so can you. It doesn't matter how far the curse has gone. It doesn't matter how far the cancer has spread. You can wake up this morning and tell yourself, tot hiertoe en nie verder nie. I am not going to be subjected to the curses of the people that came before me. It stops here, because you know why. Let me give you guys the reason. Do you know why? Because I have children. And I will be damned if the generational curses that came battled by me is going to fall into my children. You can fucking, guys, when it comes to my kids, I will hold back an army easily. It will not even be a burden. Breaking my legs for the sake of my children is not even a burden. If that is the choice I need to make, cut my legs off. So, with that said, we need to start instilling a sense of identity into our children and into our family as a whole. I'm going to share something special, but something honest with you. Zeki, and Zeki's 5 years old, right? Zeki gets in the car 3 days ago. He's got an action figure in his hand. He says, Daddy, my teacher gave me this action figure because I was good. I look at this action figure and I say, my son, that doesn't add up. Where did you get that action figure? Hier kom die ware story uit. He took the action figure from a friend of his and he didn't give it back. Right? How we found that out is when we go fetch Zeki, I always send his mother in to go speak to the teacher or the teacher. Hey, how was his lighty today? Is there anything that we need to catch early on? I don't speak to the teachers once a year. And please guys, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not saying that you're supposed to talk to the teachers every day. And I'm not putting myself in a position where, because I can talk to the teacher daily, and you cannot talk to the teacher daily, that you are doing something wrong. I'm not saying that. So please get that out of your head. Right? So every day, or most days, I speak to the teacher. Hey, I was happy today. Anything that we can nip in the bud is a blah, blah, blah. She says, hey, this boy said that Zeki has his toy. So that was a confirmation. So I call Zeki aside. I say, Zeki, we not liars. We don't lie. As a family, as a collective, we don't lie. Right? Just hold on, let me quickly try and deal with this person that is trying to derail me. Swearing and shouting in front of kids, is that a sense of identity? Okay, let's quickly deal with the elephant in the room. First of all, my guy, pointing out someone else's shortcomings, how is that helping you? That's a straight question to you. You have now pointed out a moment of weakness that I had, and everybody forget that for 5 days before that man spent hours, julle maak het ook van, but for hours and hours he spent defaming my name and actually spreading lies about me for views. And when I came to defend myself, that is what you remember. Ali, if you want to remember that is your thing. You need to go on your knees and go tell God to kill me or punish me. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, by all means, don't hear what I have to say. But pointing out someone else's mistake, pointing out someone else's shortcoming, pointing out someone else's, you telling me in the 41 years that I have been on this earth, in the 17 years that I've raised my son, which by the way is a well-raised son, in the 9 years that I have been married, that I have held this family down, that I've had this family in a positive direction. You telling me in the year that I have found God again, after being away from God a couple of years, all you have to say to me is that swearing and shouting in front of kids, is that a sense of identity? Do you think a sense of identity is instilled in one day? But no. You see 1, 2, perhaps 3 videos of me that is perhaps 3 minutes long, and you want to attach that to my sense of identity. So Ali, I put this question to you. If I come into your house and I find you cucking in the toilet, and you cuck for 5 minutes, do you think it would be fair for me to see you as Ali the cucker? Do you think it will be fair for me to say that your sense of identity is now somebody that is cucking the whole time? Go fuck yourself, Ali, man. Let me continue my talk. Now, don't worry, I just dealt with this guy. Ali, well done on being perfect, Ali. Well done on being perfect. Anyway, guys, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. You are not striving for perfection. Nobody's perfect. Do you think that I don't have a problem? Ali, there we go. You telling me that I don't have a problem with my children having to pick up the popo in the morning? Do you think that sometimes I don't have a problem with my children doing their homework? What I'm trying to tell you guys is if you can instill into your children a sense of identity, a sense of who they are, even when they step out of that character for a short while, like Zeki that lied, and he stole that boy's action figure. But I had to bring him back and say, Zeki, we don't lie. We don't lie, Zeki. We don't steal. We don't take things that's not ours. Which means when Zeki gets older and he is faced with a situation where he can now take something from someone else without asking, then he can tell himself, but we are not thieves, man. My daddy taught me that we don't lie. That is a sense of identity. That is a sense of identity, and that is instilled over a period of time. And that is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys need to stand, and especially in the face of guys like this Ali guy now, that is going to try and tell you who you are, based on their perception of you, based on one instance of when they interacted with you. You need to go back into yourself. And you need to tell yourself, this is who I am. I can go back. The prodigal son, for those of you that knows the story, the prodigal son left his father's house. He took his inheritance. He said, Daddy, I want my inheritance now. His daddy said, okay, I love you. You can have it. He left his daddy's house. And he ended up with the pigs and the animals eating from their food because he was starving. And only when he realized who he was, obviously, Ali has now, or somebody has now flagged the lie for harassment and bullying. Because I'm busy trying to teach a lesson. Exactly. Nee man, ek is besig om 'n lesson te gee. So, the guys, please don't mistake my passion for anger. Please don't mistake the fact that I am passionately giving over a message as anger. Please listen to what I'm saying and not the volume of my voice. Okay, guys, please. Nah, guys, you shouldn't have blocked Ali. You should have kept him in here. Because a guy like Ali can benefit from a lesson that I'm giving. A guy like Ali can benefit from a lesson I'm giving. And then I can tell you now, more than likely it was him. He went and he reported his life as bullying. Now he feels bullied. Now he feels bullied because I'm giving a life lesson to you guys. Now, because I'm giving a live lesson to you guys. Nobody was bullying nobody. But anyway, I see you blocked him. It's fine, Opal man. Keep him blocked. The point I'm trying to make is, guys, once you have a sense of identity, once you have a sense of direction, and you can apply that to your family, you guys will become unstoppable. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I've got a gift target of finger hearts. I think it's 100. If you guys are enjoying the talk, if you guys are enjoying the interaction, please support. This is what keeps me away from the boxing and the ranking and that. Thank you, G-Force. Thanks for setting me off, my guy. That is the first finger heart for the day. So the point I'm trying to make is, guys, if a family has got the same mindset, if a family has got the same values, if a family has got the same direction they're moving in, it is very, very unlikely. It is very unlikely that influence in the street can come and tell your son that if you join the gang, we will love you. It is very, very unlikely that your children is going to be influenced by people in the street that had absolutely no influence in raising them. How many times have you guys heard, thank you Faisal, How many times have you guys heard mothers cry in their hands, fathers cry in their hands, and they say, we didn't raise our son or daughter like this. I don't know what happened. Raising kids is not just a series of lessons. It has to be a programming of that child's identity, not just as an individual, but as a collective. I regularly say that. And I advise you guys to do the same. Because I can tell you now, the Lagumas that came before me, they struggle. So when I can tell Zeki, we as Lagumas, we don't lie. We as Lagumas, we don't steal. So what I need you to do now is take that toy back to that boy, apologize to him, and give him his toy back. And when he does that, the sense of values that he is learning is not just one of, sy het nou opgemos, nou is sy gekondemn, like Ali want to do. Ali and everyone else on this app that is trying to put me back to that one instance with Gentle Brother, where I lost my shit because my name was being dragged in social media. And when I came to my defense, that's all they see. That's all they see. And there's many that's going to try and keep me there. But the lesson that I taught Zeki yesterday is that yes, you will mess up. But if you can go back to who you are, you can go proudly, and you can go and apologize, and you can make right what you can apologize. You can give the toy back, and you can grow from there. And that is the lesson what I'm trying to teach you guys today. It's a lesson that I have learned. It is a lesson that I try and implement in my human state. In my human state, because yes, I can tell you that as a Laguma, I don't lie. And as a Laguma, I don't steal. And yes, there will be people in my past that is going to say, but Cedric, you stole from me. And they might be telling the truth. But we are striving to a point. We are striving to a point. Not necessarily reaching perfection, but striving towards it. And that, you know what, Charlie? Nobody remembers that. There are a few people that remembers that. And I'm super happy. I'm super happy that that there are people that has got the wisdom to see that. That I was minding my own business and I happened to hear that somebody that I allowed in my house has got a problem with me and is now airing whatever dirty laundry or his opinion or whatever. Everybody forgot that there was said that I don't want businesses to work with Cedric. I want you guys to unfollow him. And yet if you must point out that facts, they're just going to deny it. They're going to say they don't remember saying that. It is what it is. I actually came to know you when you had the beef with Gentle Brother. I actually enjoy your life. Thank you, Wahid. Agreed, Chef, agreed. But listen, I'm not even here to talk about that. I have grown in that short space of time so much. It's actually it's actually funny. The amount of growth that happened. And looking back at certain people, you can say that, you know what, you are exactly where you left me. You are exactly when you left me. You are there. I have grown. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Back to the point. Today, what I want you guys to do, and thanks for everybody that has contributed to my live goal. I really appreciate it, guys. My target is it's at 100 finger hearts. I'm on 16. Great stuff. The point I'm trying to make, guys, is today, when you see your children, don't just say, I love you. Call your children together and say, guys, you must remember that we love each other. You need to start developing a sense of identity within the home that your children can relate to. Because your child, when anybody tells your child that they are not loved, and this can happen in a relationship, this can happen in school, when a bully tries to bully your child, anything, and they want to try and they want to tell your child something that is contrary to his identity that you've instilled in your child will push back and say, what you mean? What you mean? No, man. No. Me and my family, we love each other. And we got each other's back. You must start saying things like that. Guys, you know we have each other's back, eh? And it's not just that bullshit of awesome mense gaat moer. It's not even like that. The force that the world applies to you is so subtle and invisible. Come on, man, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. That interaction that I had with a certain content creator, I was praying that it would escalate into a physical fight. Why do you think I was saying all those nasty things? Because I wanted to trigger that man to come here so that we can fight each other. So that this thing can get to a point. I'll be honest. I was raised in the 80s, man. I was raised in the 80s. How do you deal with stuff in the 80s? Kopatu. That was our motto. I grew up in a time when people used to beat each other with shovels, man. So now, why do you think I was saying all those mean things? Because if that mean things was said to me, I would have been in my car and I would have been there ready to settle it. But then nobody came here to sort it out. So now there's this under the cover beef kak. Ek klewe spesifiek Faisal, I ken my bra. That is where I learned. That is where I learned a lot of my lessons. I learned a lot of my lessons in retail. I must say, guys, let me take this opportunity. Respect to anybody that is working entry-level jobs. Guys, you've got no idea how many lessons you guys are learning in a day. Retail, if you are sitting on a till, if you're wearing a blue overall, if you're working in a factory, my guy, my girl, you guys are the gold of this planet. I'll talk about it because it is finished. I prayed because to me it went to the point where you spoke about me for so long. Now that I am defending myself, I am making myself look so ugly. Why are we not? You have such a big problem with me. Why can't we fight each other? Sy weet aan waar ek bly, sy was soveel keer by my huis. Sy het so baie gehad om te sê van my, but you couldn't climb in your car and come to me and come sort it out. You got such a big problem with me. Anyway, it's finished, man. It's finished. The point I'm trying to make to you guys, we sort it out here and na die. Do you know what is the plan? The plan, and I'm not going, AVD, don't be silly, man. Don't be silly, ek lag vir jou. I wasn't going to do a boxing in a ring. It wasn't a commercial thing for me. This was personal. Why do you think I got so personal? Why do you think I got so personal? When somebody says they feel sorry for my wife and the reason that my children is so well behaved because they're scared of me, I take it personally. I'm not going to make a commercial event of it. Ons gaat nou mekaar boxen en boxen. I want to fuck you up. I want to fuck you up, but I'm not scaling. Sorry, man, for the people that just joined. I'm sidetracked here. The point, guys, let me get back to the point. I'm sorry. Right? Old Testament rules. Guys, let me bring this thing back for everybody that just joined. Thanks, Kelly, for helping me reach my gift target. Guys, what I'm trying to say is, we have an idea of who we want our family to be, right? And we need to be the ones that push that agenda. If we do not push that agenda, nobody is going to do it for us. So if you, even if you are a single mom, you need to tell your child who you are as a collective. So if I'm talking to the single moms, I'm talking to let's use the single moms for now. Tonight when you come home and you see your child, you must tell your child, babes, you know what? We are strong. You are my child, and because you are my child, you are strong. Today, my son is going to write mathematics. Yesterday, we sat, me and him, and I had to dust off my brain a little bit. But I told him, you see, Isaiah, it didn't take me long to understand this mathematics and help you with it. We did a whole bunch of exercises. This morning, you wake up, I say, my guy, remember, we as Lagumas, mathematics is easy for us. I know he knows the material. Right? What I need him to break through is the nerves. Because julle weet toe is dit, your nerves kan laat jou brein heeltemal afswitch. Right? The point I'm trying to make is, if he goes into that exam room telling himself, mathematics, I understand mathematics. I understand mathematics yesterday with my daddy. My daddy could climb into my mathematics textbook after how many years, and he after a few reads, he could help me. We are mathematically inclined. It's going to put his mind at ease. One thing, and I don't know if you guys have seen this in my content, in my material, another thing that I have absolutely no problem doing is apologizing when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I apologize. And I back my apology up with changed behavior. And that is what I tell my kids. If I make a mistake, ek het al my kinders uitgeskel al. En dan is het, dan was ek heeltemal verkeerd. Like, ek het die kat by die deadbeat. And I called them aside, I said, guys, now one thing I taught my children is to respectfully counter. Right? You can imagine somebody like me. I want my children to be able to counter me respectfully. So I tell them, hey guys, blah blah blah, jy's verkeerd hierso, blah blah blah, jy het dit gedoen nie. They can respect, sometimes they even let me finish, out of respect. Dan voel ek eers te kak. They let me finish, and then they turn to me and say, hey dad, I think you're wrong here. I did that and that and that. Here's my proof. Now I must go back and say, as they say, liefde? Okay. Now I must come back and I must now call the whole family together and say, hey guys, ek is sorry. I made a big mistake, I made a very big mistake. Ek het vir hom ge-accuse van die blah blah blah. I am sorry. And then I follow it up with, guys, do you see that we do not have a problem with apologizing? That's it. Now, when they are faced in life with a situation where they were themselves wrong, it's not uncomfortable for them to go, you know what? I made a mistake. And it will come naturally to them. They will think that it's in their nature to apologize when they're wrong. Meanwhile, it is something that you instilled in them when they were small. You do something wrong, you call him, say, come apologize here. You were naughty, go say sorry to your mommy. How many times have you encouraged your children after being naughty and receiving the punishment to go and say sorry to the person they got transgressed against? You would come say sorry. Say sorry to your brother. And then you follow it up by, that is who we are as a collective, as a family. When we mess up, we apologize. And that's just one example. Thank you, GeForce. Guys, thanks for helping me reach my target. I've got a target of 100 finger hearts. I hope you guys are enjoying the talk. If you guys enjoy the talk, please support if you can. If not, just interact. You guys can gooi the comments, interact with each other. You know, another lesson that you can teach your children is you can tell them, guys, please, money don't change us, eh? You don't say, don't let money change you. You don't say it like that. You say, guys, money don't change us. You see that time when Teddy got this and that. You see, you like we've got a new Bucky now. You've got a new Bucky. You tell them, you see, guys, you must look after your possessions, but you don't let your possessions think that you're better than others. That's not who we are. Right? And now you're giving your child a sense of identity, a sense of being part of a bigger collective, even if it's just you and your lighty. It doesn't have to be you and your 5 kids. It can be you and your 1 child. You tell a child, hey, you know, we're strong. Eh? Did you check how we are strong? You see, the last time when you were struggling with that and that and that, and you survived it, did you see how strong you are? You're just as strong as mommy. Thank you, Siobhan. And hello, Royston. Thanks for joining, my guy. So you guys see how important it is to instill a sense of identity into your children, so that your children can know who they are in the face of people trying to tell them who they are. And that's going to happen on a daily. Why do you think I am so resilient when it comes to social media and strangers trying to tell me who I am? Because based on 1 video, 2 videos that they saw, based on a voice note, they want to say, that is who you are. I actually made a very good example for that guy, Ali. For some of you that's been in the live since Ali's comment, that I told Ali, imagine I come into Ali's house and I find Ali cucking. Yeah, please don't stumble on the fact that I'm swearing. I swear. It is what it is. Okay? I come into Ali's house and Ali is cucking. And I happen to wait in his house for 5 minutes. And for 5 minutes, Ali is cucking. And I leave his house. And I tell people, guys, Ali is a cucker. That's what Ali does. Out of Ali's entire life that he's lived, that 5 minutes of him cucking has now become his identity. Not based on what Ali sees for himself, but how I'm trying to project that on Ali. Is it a fair assumption? Nee, Ali's gebrand now. Ali's gebrand as a kakker. That's why we need to unblock him. We need to unblock him so he can take his punishment. The point I'm trying to make is, you need to equip your children to stand against the, I don't want to say onslaughts, it's going to sound very biblical, but to stand against the pushing of the world. There's going to be children, people, grown-ups, colleagues, family members, friends, teachers, people that is going to try and tell your children who they are based on what they think your children should be. And if you don't instill a sense of identity into your children as early as possible, and the reason I say early as possible is because even if your children is 20 years old, you can start today by telling them, hey, you know that you are actually an extremely brave person. Why do you think I'm brave, mommy and daddy? Yes, you know that time and that time when you stood up and you blah, blah, blah. They go, hi, it is, eh? And then you go, you know, we are brave people. Do you know what that does to a child's confidence? It's going to be very difficult for somebody to come and tell your child that he's a coward when you have proven to him that 1, he is brave, and 2, he is in the company of brave people. Can you imagine that? Let me read this comment quickly. I think you should watch some of your videos and see how you come across. Aisha Low. Please don't bring your ego into my videos. I mean into my life. Okay? How I come across is how I come across to you. That is your perception of who I am. If I, as a colored male that has worked his ass off from a point of being a merchandiser, wait, let me tell you. Growing up in Mitchell's Plain, right? A product of a broken home, right? Has gotten to the point where he got himself a job as a merchandiser, worked himself up to the point where he can be called a father, a husband, and he's keeping his marriage together, and he's raising his children with a sense of identity, with a sense of values, and he's now busy studying his degree in supply chain management, all the while motivating his 3 sons to be strong contributing members of society, raising his children to be husbands one day. If you perceive that, and having a social media platform, a successful social media platform, okay, based on a character and a persona that he wants to put out there, if you perceive that as entitled and boastful, my guy, that is, it sounds like your problem. Do you realize that the videos that you refer to, I made them? Do you realize that? That I made the videos. You are encouraging Picasso to look at his own painting. And you trying to tell Picasso as the interpreter of the painting what his painting is about. Can you realize how entitled and boastful that is? And this is the point of this whole video, guys, is when your sense of identity is cemented and you know who you are, not only as a person, but as a person in Christ. Sorry guys, I just had a call. So you as the person watching the Picasso is trying to tell Picasso what he was trying to paint. No, my guy, you are the entitled one. You are the boastful one. Let me read the comments. I'm behind. People sometimes want to label you for what you're going through, but to forget that's only what you're going through. It's not you, 100%. Why are people too shy to say these things to the kids? They must say it, my guy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This guy is watching my videos from a million miles away, and he's trying to tell me that I come across as boastful and entitled. How entitled is that comment in itself? And this is such a great example. Because people is going to come to you and tell you who they think you are. And people is going to come to your children and tell your children who they think your children are. And if you don't lay that foundation, you can most now see nobody is immune. A 41-year-old man from Kraaifontein isn't immune from a stranger. An anonymous stranger trying to tell him who he is based on his interpretation of your videos. I cannot believe the entitlement of this man to try and tell me I must go watch my own videos so that I can see how I come across. G-Force, you 100% right. So again, I'm coming back to your Hi, chef. Whoever, chef. Bro, stop throwing your pearls to the swines. Hulle sal dit nie kan appreciate nie. Sy kan nie diamonds gooi vir varke nie. Hulle gaan nie weet wat jy hulle gooi nie. Varke soek vullis. Chef, that is the most wisest thing I've learned today. Oh my God, I'm gonna use that saying. I know the concept. I haven't used that saying in conversation ever. And that is going to be part of my daily. Stop throwing your pearls to the swines. Yeah, amazing. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. First Thessalonians 4 verse 11. And obviously we're gonna go biblical. We're gonna go spiritual. It make it your aim to live quietly and to mind your own business. That is the amazing. And guys, I want to bring us back to the initial, and I'm gonna hop on this because this is our responsibility as parents. We are not just our religion, and that's why I want to include everybody. Our values, our identity as families, as core units, is not our religion or our culture. That is something completely separate. Our identity as a family is determined by us. Is who we are. It's who we are. Thanks, guys. Guys, I'm very close to halfway of my gift target. It's about 46 now. I've got a target of 100 finger hearts. Thanks to everybody that has contributed so far. Sir Low, DEL, my guy. I don't know what you're trying to say. But thanks for still being in my life. Hopefully you will understand what I'm trying to say and not let your perception of what I'm trying to say get in the way. So, to recap, we as the heads of our family, and I'm not talking only about people that are married, I'm talking about single moms, I'm talking about if you are the head of the family, you can decide to be the spearhead of your family at any time. You need to instill a sense of identity and confidence into the rest of your family so that you guys as a collective can have an identity. You know what? One thing I must say about my followers is my followers has got a fantastic sense of humor, and that is something that Sir Low has proven he's not. Right? Listen to what Reza is saying. Sadly, there's so many families that strongly identify as alcoholics and are proud, and that is both funny and sad at the same time. And it's true, and you'll be surprised from when a child has got brains years and ja, sy sien jou pa se mense like syp. Julle want syp, jong. Nee, sy sien, julle sê, ja, guys, we need to break that. We need to break that curse. We need to break that curse. I think I'm going to be 50% to my target, guys. Faisal, thanks for that, my brother. Let's see. I think we're 50% to my target. 80% to my target. Oh, wow. So guys, I want you guys to go out today. And I know that this message is going to be very, very hot still in your hands today. And it might cool down by the time you get home, and you might get home and you're tired and you're not so motivated. But this is something that is going to be a process. When you see your child is struggling, and let me tell you, frustration, anger, things like that is things that you can manage by just telling your child who they are. Like one thing that I try not to tell my kids. You know what I tell my kids? I tell my kids, hey, jou pa het 'n moerse temper, oh. But you guys don't have tempers, I see. I see you guys can handle a lot of what's the name. You guys are super calm. Huh? Do you guys see what I just did there? It's stopping with me. Because I can tell you now there is a Samson spirit that's trying to get hold of me. Thank you guys. I've reached my goal. 100 finger hearts from you guys. You guys made it possible. I hope that I have entertained you. I hope I've motivated you. I hope that I have given you something to think about. And in closing, let's see what Chef has to say. We all imperfect beings. I'm giving you a follow, my brother. I apologize that this is my backup account that I haven't followed you yet. We all imperfect beings, bro. Kindness should be more louder. This is currency. 100%. 100%. And that is going to equip you as a family to deal with problems, to deal with attacks. It will equip your children. When they are alone, they don't feel alone. When they are alone, they don't feel alone. Nobody can isolate your child and let your child believe things about them that's not true if your child is feeling connected to something bigger. And it's not just the religion. It's not just a religion. It is the sense of identity that you need to instill into your children so that they can feel that they are part of a bigger collective. And that will strengthen them. That will strengthen them. And that's what we need. I crawl 100%. That is exactly what society is. But if you can equip your children to deal with it by giving them a very strong sense of identity, nobody can push your children around. I'll use that example. Nobody will be able to push you around as a grown-up. It's like knowing your rights. Choose love. Hate is a strong word to pardon. Oh, you can say that again. Nobody will be able to push your children around if your children is knowing who they are. Like I said, it is like knowing your rights. If you know your rights, it's going to be very difficult for somebody to mess with you, man. It's like being part of a union. For those of you that's worked in factories, sy sien sy kan jou kind hoe by die huis groot maak as jy exactly, and that's why they need to know who they are. Anyway, gents, I'm out. There's money to be made. For Royston, ek sê vir jou dankie, brother. Ek agree met jou fully. Ek gaan nou my tea and my biscuits eat. And then I'm also gonna get done. Then some families find their identity in brand names. Ooh. Rest, they come with all the feite, bro. So you woke up this morning and you said you want to speak facts. Thanks for doing the poll, G-Force. If everybody can just, answer that question if you enjoyed it. We need to inculate a high moral, 100%, but not one that is not reachable, right? So I wanna ask you guys a question in closing to bring it all together, right? If you know how strong the people in the factories were or are when they're part of a union. They use certain words that is all the same. You know, just based on that person's walk, that person is part of the union. Get that mentality in your house. That you guys are a union, you are the union head. So they know that daddy is the enforcer, as the example, right? They know that daddy is the enforcer. And anybody that's going to try and push ons druk terug. Right? It is what it is. And if the daddy can't, their mom is standing next to their daddy. And if the mom and the daddy can't, they standing next to their mommy and their daddy. And you're either going to moor us as a collective, mentally, maybe not physically, but you're either going to moor us as a collective and we all die here on the battlefield together, or we are going to moor you as a collective. And we're going to all get up and go, shit, hulle het hom nou vir ons gemoer, jong. And even that will bring us together. And when I say moor, I mean situations in life. So everybody's financial situation is not perfect. But guys, ek sê shop steward 100%. Oh shit, meneer sê shop steward is jy nou jy's jou kind se shop steward. But jou kind moet weet jou kind is 'n union member. Anyway guys, ek sê vir julle dankie for this was an amazing live. If you guys enjoyed it, please answer the poll that G4 set out there. And guys, ek wil hê julle moet mense blokkie man. Ons vat hulle aan. Ons vat hulle aan. When you know that what you are doing is right, then nobody else can come and tell you what you are doing is wrong. G4, thank you for the support. Faisal, ek sê vir jou dankie. Kelly, I just want to thank everybody. I'm actually going to mention you by name. Faisal, thanks for contributing to my goal. Royston, Kelly, Jamelia, Robin Lee, G-Force, Virtue, Valora, Sak My Tolly. That was a nice one. Jamie Cakes and Sakir Nolan. I just want to thank everybody that helped me reach my goal. My dream is to buy 300 chips and come swim by your house. Rez, you are always welcome. You are always welcome. Ons maak TikToks. Nee, ek het hy adres ook vanoggend.
Okay.
Ek het hy adres ook. Maar hier is my vrou man. Sy het haar die kinders skool toe geneem. Yeah, sorry for everybody that's joining late now, guys. Die hele talk is nou klaar. Julle moet kom swem man. Julle moet kom swem. Steven, die groete daar. Faisal, die groete.
Morning, Faisal.
Anyway, thank you guys. Guys, ek gaat julle sien. Go out there and try and implement these lessons. And if we as individual families can become stronger, then the world don't stand a freaking chance. A freaking chance. Keep well, guys. Man, you boy, ons praat weer.